One of our favorite things about living out in the country is the ability to look up at night and see the stars. It always bothers me when I'm in the city and you look up and like, nope, that's just a street lamp. That's not the stars. If you haven't spent time hiking, camping, go outside and just look up at the stars. It's amazing. But the reason I even bring that up is because one of the things that's so cool is when you talk to an astronaut and you hear about their spacewalks or their journeys or even the Moonwalkers, what we did having a space program really was absolutely incredible.
And we seem to be captivated with space, and that's why Vice President Pence and President Trump have said, hey, we've been to the moon, now let's go to Mars. So we've got these new missions going out there. We're always on the frontier of space, but it's fun to see those guys who actually were in space. And there were a number of the guys in the Apollo missions. The Apollo missions are what led to walking on the moon, and 6 missions actually walked on the moon. There were 12 moonwalkers. And you look at their stories, and so many of them say, when I got out there beyond the atmosphere and was out where I could see everything clearly, it had a spiritual impact on me. And several of them talk about how that it really turned them toward a God consciousness and thinking about God. And one of those guys was Charlie Duke. Charlie Duke was on Apollo 16. He's the youngest moonwalker. Charlie Duke was number 10 out of the 12. And this is a letter that Charlie Duke wrote. This is what Charlie said. I'm just reading from the letter. He said, I thought Apollo 16 would be my crowning glory, but the crown that Jesus gives will not tarnish or fade away. This crown will last throughout all eternity. Not everyone has the opportunity to walk on the moon, but everybody has the opportunity to walk with the sun. It costs billions of dollars to send us to the moon, but walking with Jesus is free. It's the gift of God.
It really is one of the cool things about so many of the astronauts, and you can imagine, right? If you're somewhere where you're beyond what man has made, and you're out where this is literally in the middle of what God has made, it would give you a different perspective, which is why we highly encourage, if you live in the city, take some time, go on a hike, go camping, go out in the outdoors so you can look up, and just like the Bible talks about, when you look up, you too can see the glory of God.